Hello, collective. Welcome to a brand new um, reading, I guess we'll call it. I was going to say series, but I don't know. I don't know how this is going to turn out. But you've seen by the title that it's a time travel reading. And the reason that is because I have a new deck here, the Power of Three, and it's called the Time Traveler's Oracle. So we're going to use that for the main spread. One, two, three. We've got the past lives here. Um, Looking at what what might push somebody into wanting to do that, thinking about doing it. Is it real? I've heard it is. It's not like on TV. It's not like in the movies, but choosing to do this now while the light is so bright in the window for a reason, because I would imagine in my mind at the moment of, I don't know, we'll call it impact, but I don't know how you would really call it, how we call it, but where you would be impacting into a place in the future or in the past, you would think that there would be an immense bright light of some sort of something that you'd be feel like you were going through, or whatever. Whether you believe in that or not, I'm not saying I do or I don't. I know that they are saying, there was something recent I watched where it is a real thing. It just isn't like we think it is. It isn't like on the movies. Sorry, I got an itch. Um, so I'll let you know all the decks that we're using, and I have absolutely no idea, how this is going to come out, but it's always for your highest good when you're watching these things. I mean, except for the haunted story readings, right? That's just basically for entertainment, but this is as well. But, if you're interested in this, we might want to just look at the reasons why somebody might want to do that. They might think that they might want to go back in the past and change something to, you know, and a lot of times it's just like people wishing they could go back and change something in the past in order to adjust the future or the here and now. So I will stop babbling. Um, Let me know what you think in the comments if you want. It's free, and make sure you're subscribed and that you hit the like button if you do want to support this channel. The numbers this month are very, 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 very scary low. So yeah, anything you can do to help is appreciated. So I've only pulled the message from Jesus. That's it. We're going to pull everything together. So it doesn't matter what sign you are or who you are. If you like this topic, or you're interested, or maybe you were just thinking about it, or just something that interests you. Here we go. Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. So, right off the bat, what do we get from that? We get that, hard times make people want to kind of get out of here, right? Kind of thing. I wish I could go live in a different time. Maybe some people don't like the age that we're in now, or they are like it so much that they want to kick into the future and see what's going on there. So, and yeah, I'm going to pull this. This is my microphone, and I'm hoping that this has been helping. I had it in the last couple videos for the generals. I'm hoping that it helps with the background noise here and whatnot. It just focuses in on my voice kind of thing. So, again, you can let me know about that, what you think. Now, so let's get started with this. We're using, for the overall energy, we're using the Making Magic Oracle. Because time travel is a form of magic, is it not? Some would say science. I find it more on the magic side myself, but let's see what comes out for an overall energy for our very first time travel reading. On target, you are following your ideal life path. That's the overall energy. On target. Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. So maybe some of you are on target, but you don't like the target that you hit. So, like for some people, like I say, maybe they just don't like the way things are and they want to or wish they could get out of here. I mean, I know that they talk about people living on Mars someday, and I'm sure there's people down for that. That's definitely, I would say, a form of time travel, isn't it? I mean, what time would it be on Mars? I don't know. Do they have time on Mars? I don't know. So let's see what comes out to support on target with the past life oracle. Now this might be more what's motivating you to think about that, or what it is that you wish was different or want to change. For the collective, what is the supporting energy? Biblical. Not actually surprised. Remember, this deck is kind of weird. It's kind of shiny, but biblical. A lot of people want to go back and find out the truth. There's a lot of awakening lately. And I think that the more people awaken, the more they dig for the truth. So some people, you might not be time traveling per se, but you might be in the sense of digging and digging and digging till you like going back to the truth of what was written. You follow me? If that's the case, well, we'll just leave that. That's just one thing. That's one reason. And that we've got watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. There's a lot more that could open up another whole can of worms. But if you feel like you have already opened that can of worms and you're trying to get to the bottom of it, then that makes a lot of sense. So for others of you, it could be something completely different that would motivate you to want to time travel. Now, this is it. This is the deck. It's gorgeous. That's the back of it. So let's shuffle it for the collective and see. We're going to get 3 cards. And you can, I'm going to say now, so this makes sense. You can wait till all 3 come out, but you can only resonate with one, okay? It's not really possible to resonate with everything, right? So whatever energy, whatever time or place or space that speaks to you, that's for you. And if none of it does, then that's okay. For the collective, let's get. Now, also I'm going to be giving you the card number because the number itself might be relevant to you in some way, shape, or form. 44, vitality, the sun. How do you time travel to the sun? Well, I don't think you can. It's kind of like that. Okay. See how in the very center, I don't know if you can or not, but it just gets brighter and brighter until it's white, like what's behind me. So maybe some of you picture what I did too. Now I'm itchy here. Like purposefully wanting to have this very intense bright light behind me for this. So maybe what that's telling me here is that a lot of you envision the same thing. If it was true, if you could do that, it'd be very bright. Almost like crossing over, but not. All right, let's get another one. Number 6, chaos. Venice, sorry, sometimes I have a hard time with these. Vesuvius, Italy. Vesuvius, Italy. It's kind of like somebody wanting to go to a specific place where there was awful tragedy. It might have something to do with your family heritage, a bloodline that was caught in devastating chaos. And if you could, if it was possible, you would know how to go back and be there and change the course of that event, that chaos, which is, a pretty noble reason to want to time travel. Let's see, one more. Card number 4, Boundaries, the Great Wall of China. So, I don't know anybody that would want to purposefully travel to a place that is so binding, um, unless you want to change it, unless you want to experience things. Some people do. Some people want to experience things because they believe that's why we're here. Some people think that we should experience as much as possible. Not saying everybody, but some people. Just a minute, one sec. I gotta shift this over so I can put this back. All right, so we can clarify. Now we're gonna get a bottom deck. Bottom deck, huh? A bottom card. Oh, look at this. I mentioned it's card number 5. So we've got 4, 44, 5. This is card 5 and card 6. So it's almost like, well, like, the numbers are lining up, but the bottom of the deck here is breakthrough, the moon landing. So a lot of you are thinking that it is very possible. A lot of you probably believe that it is very, very possible to time travel because, like I just mentioned about the plans to live on Mars. I'm not naming any names. Of course, I could be like throwing his name out there and blah, 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 but there's no point. That's not the point of it. The point is that the technology is there. The thought is there. So a lot of you, your thoughts have gone even beyond that. I don't know. Let's see. We're going to clarify with the Starman Tarot. It's designed by David Bowie. I don't know if you are a fan of his or was, or, like his stuff. I don't know, but he's the one that did the artwork for this deck. So, and it's called the Starman. So I thought it was pretty appropriate. I don't use this deck very often, just for the simple fact, it's the shape of it. It's kind of too big for my hand, and I like to hold it to shuffle, and then I hate shuffling this way. I guess I can, though. All right, let's shuffle. See, I just feel like I don't do a good job that way either. All right, 44. Let's see what comes out under the sun. Why is the sun here for our time travel reading? The Emperor. I just heard that you have no problem leading the way. The Emperor is, well, generally it's a masculine energy, and so is the sun. The sun is the masculine energy, and the moon is the feminine energy. So I think that's basically what's coming out here is a very, very heavy, strong, masculine energy here that wants to just walk off into the sun, basically. I'm not saying you can do that, but that's like take the lead, so to speak, too, like an emperor would lead the way. That's too many, guys. Okay, let's see. For chaos, the Vesuvius, Italy. I gotta like slow my brain down in order to say that word for some reason. Vesuvius, Italy. Chaos. Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Energy here. The chaos is about money. I feel like somebody feels like they could have some secrets about why this really happened. And they know that if they could go to that place, to that time, they could change it, they could fix it with a mere conversation. That's some heavy shit to have on you. Maybe you're wondering why. 4, boundaries, the Great Wall of China. Well, that was quick. 3 of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Communication. This is like sitting down to dinner with people, being out, having some drinks, communicating, having fun, sharing your ideas. Coming out with boundaries. Maybe this is, you want to time travel away from this energy. Maybe you feel too bound up with all the rules and regulations of possibly where you come from. Something that was instilled in you, and you almost feel like you need to time travel to get away from that. Bottom of the deck, we have Jeepers Creepers, Devil. I feel like a heavy ego energy here in this first lineup with the Sun and the Emperor, which explains the Devil energy. The Hangman. The Devil's either pushing you to do something that you shouldn't be doing or holding you up from something you should be. Basically is what I'm getting there. Whichever one of these lines up with how you would feel about it, or maybe something you've already thought that's like, hey, that's, point on there. I had that thought, or I dreamt that, or I saw that, or I heard that. This is the little gypsy oracle. We're going to extra clarify with that. So again, remember, this is a time travel reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Not everybody thinks about that or cares about that. I'm not even saying I do, really, but I saw this deck, and it just kind of stopped me in my tracks, and I had to have it. So it's here. And if you do like that, but if you don't worry about it. Like, this isn't one of those readings where you have to struggle to find something to resonate with. It's very, very, it's a very, very different reading, and we've been doing more and more of those. Yes, if you are watching this and you watched the biblical reading that I did last month, which is the one and only one that I've done, that one was very popular. And yes, I will be doing another one probably immediately after this one. Either that or a haunted story reading, and then the biblical. I'm not sure how that's going to go. But this one is brand new, and there's absolutely no reason for anybody to be struggling. But even if you don't resonate with this and you just are on here watching it and you're thinking, I've never thought that and I don't care about time travel, you still might find some of the information coming out of here interesting. Okay? Now let's see. Please extra clarify, or, clarify and extra clarify on target. You are following your ideal life path with biblical. Lover. Being romanced into something, but I feel like we all are. I feel like this isn't about love. It's not about lovers. It's about a choice. And most of us that, were born into families that raise us with their finger out telling us that's how it is. This is what's right. This is what's true. It doesn't matter what's going through your guts right now. It doesn't matter what's going through your higher self, which you may or may not recognize at that time. And I feel like this is people choosing. Like I said before, there's been a lot of, in the last like couple years, people have really woke up. And I feel like this is a choice. And you are on target. You might just be at the beginning of that path, but you're on target. Digging for the truth. Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. That temptation might be to give up. That temptation might not to be to quit digging for that truth. To ignore that signal, that pull. Some times we're indoctrinated so much that it's a constant battle. Let's keep going. The Emperor under the sun. Hope. This might be this hope. When you need hope, that means that there's desperation. That looks extremely uncomfortable. You see, her head is, there's a chain there. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it going across. You might not be able to see that it's a chain, but it is, trust me. And her head's tied to it. She's stuck. People need to be unstuck. She also has a blindfold around her eyes. I feel like this masculine energy would be willing to time travel. I'm not saying he can. I'm not saying he will. But I'm saying that there's a masculine energy here that knows that the truth is so epically and beyond a shadow of a doubt important to come out for humanity, that he'd be willing to time travel right straight into the sun if he had to. Now, I don't know, this is going to make sense for somebody, but that's what's coming through here. And it's for the simple fact of the grief and agony that this emperor sees around him. Can't take it, can't stand it. It's like sitting back and watching a crime and doing nothing. This emperor can't do that. Queen of Pentacles under chaos in the Vesuvius, Italy. Sweetheart. Chaos caused by money, like I said a few minutes ago. And somebody, at some point in time, in a different time, a lifetime, it's kind of like what's going on right now. Letting an entire thing, like a town or a country or a place, and the people in it just fall and burn for their own self-servient reasons. Wow. The truth might be coming out. Somebody may know the truth about that. And it needs to come out. It might be very old. It doesn't matter. If there was a cover-up in another lifetime, to somebody that matters. Three of Cups under boundaries, the Great Wall of China. Reunion. I'm not surprised to see this because the Great Wall of China is boundaries. Where do boundaries go between people? You stay over there. You stay over there. You're not allowed to talk to him. He's not allowed to talk to you. Division. Authority. Overreach. If you talk to him and if two people talk to each other, or if people are allowed to talk to each other, then they're able to figure things out. If they figure things out, then the narrative falls apart. If a narrative falls apart, then you can no longer keep those boundaries there. If you can't keep the boundaries there, you can't keep the control. Somebody's looking into how to get that one little crumb that started it all. Again, that'll make sense to somebody. Bottom of the deck, house. What I'm getting is that there's somebody out there, and I'm sure we can think of people, especially one person that's infamous for like huge things like this, but I feel like there's somebody out there that's inspired to make it so that people can time travel just like they go to the store right out of their house. Like right in your living room, time travel, and then come back. I'm not saying you can do that. I'm saying I believe like there's an energy here. It could be this emperor. That in their mind, they think it's possible if only, ABC lines up, money, finances, technology, whatever, to be able to time travel right out of your house. And there would be people that would think that was absolutely great. Maybe it would be, maybe it wouldn't be. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. I'm not here to share my opinion. I'm just here to do this, this reading and enjoy this energy with you guys and what's coming out in it. So you can leave me a comment if you like on, whether you feel like you resonated with this or. But to close this, I think it went pretty good. To close this out for you guys, we're using the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck. So let's close this pretty awesome, I think, time travel reading out for the collective for January 2025. Let's give them a self-care message for them to take away from this time travel reading and close this energy out safely. Thank you so much. Well, prepare yourself. That's a good distraction. It's a good way to release, but it's sex. That's your advice, people, from your time travel reading. Maybe some of you want to go back and see the scenarios around that very topic back in the day or in one of these places. I don't know. I'll leave that one with you. But I sure hope you enjoyed this time travel reading. I enjoyed doing it for you and with you, and I would sure make me happy to see some likes and some views. Because like I say, they've been really bad this month. One of the videos only had two views, and like YouTube took a view away. It's back now, but yeah, for several days they felt the need that that video didn't need 2 big views. We'll leave it at 1. It's crazy, guys. But anyway, any help you can do, support. Thank you so much, and thank you for spending your time here. Till I see you guys again, take care. Bye for now.